Welcome to Practicing Presence, a YouTube channel. Let's do it. God, that just gets cooler and cooler every single time. 27 seconds, one of my numbers. I focus meditations today. This is week, I don't know, 6 maybe. Breath, body awareness, love, oneness, surrendered creation, space for creation, and then this is week 6, so this is gratitude. Real quick, I want to talk about gratitude, and then we'll talk about what I learned last week. Gratitude is one of my all-time favorite subjects. Seriously, it might be my absolute favorite subject. Gratitude will change your life, guaranteed. I don't make many promises in life. I've got commitment issues. I'm getting over them. But despite my commitment issues, it's not about me. Gratitude will change your life. I promise. One more time. Gratitude will change your life. I promise. Do you want to change your life like that? Gratitude will change your life. I promise. It's a game changer. Instantly, when you become grateful, anybody, instantly. What sucks is now good. Bam. Good vibrations. It's going in and out. I was in my early 20s, mid 20s, early 20s, and I read one paragraph in one book that changed my life forever. I'd have been 24, so that's mid 20s. And it was by an author who later is one of the most influential people in my life, influential authors, Wayne Dyer. He had a paragraph in a book. This was one, or he had a chapter in a book. This was one paragraph in that chapter. He talks about gratitude walks. I was drunk. I was angry. I was fresh out of a very early or very short marriage when I was young. Whatever, other shit. Like all the other shit. I lived in this little horseshoe-shaped street when I first moved down. I'm fucking grateful that you got another job and you got fucking fired, or that you got fucking fired and I don't have to look at you. And I do it again. I'm grateful that you don't work there anymore. Just making this up. And I do it again. I'm grateful that you got another job. I do it again. Fine, I'm grateful that you're probably better off. Food in my fridge, money in my bank, even if I didn't have it. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. All of a sudden, gratitude's the primary. What? Gratitude's the primary. Now there's gratitude in every situation. Now I'm grateful for everything. Everything. Weird. Same author is my favorite quote of all times. Change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Start looking at gratitude, all of a sudden, everything changes. Coffee in a mason jar. So last week was surrendered creation, is what I would call it. Because everything is being created all the time, and then we surrender to what's going on. And every moment is a creative moment, and every moment has an act of surrender because we don't know where it goes. Somewhere, it was near the end of the week, I started calling it, and I don't have this name quite figured out, but it doesn't matter. It's the process. It's not really the name. It's just for the mind to wrap itself around. It was just space for creation, just to notice it happening, because it's already happening. So I would just notice it happening and hopefully come from that place of presence. And then, then I would turn it to receiving whatever creation it was, which means I just embrace the moment, basically, as is the isness of the moment. But it was cool because it gave me more of a, from my oneness 2 weeks ago, it gave me more of a separation between 3 and 5Ds, which is weird because you'd think with oneness those would come together, but that's really kind of what I learned from all of this. The other thing, there's 3 areas of my life that I wanted to focus on with the creation: physical health, financial health, and then cleanliness and organization. It ended up all being about one, but oddly enough, all of them started to change. It was mostly about the financial aspect of it right now. And oddly enough, they all started to like change, and I caught myself. I'm like, I've been in, I don't like to cook. I've been in the kitchen 2 nights in a row, and I have food prep for, I didn't make a decision to do that, by the way. I should stop affirming this, but I don't get much satisfaction from the kitchen. Like, I kind of despise it, being there. Which is weird because up until the ripe old age of 38 and a half, I really thought that I was meant to be barefoot and pregnant my whole life. So the fact that I don't like the kitchen was just, how do you really deal with that? No? Okay, I'm just kidding. So it all started to kind of come together, but I was focusing on that one aspect more than others. And that's okay, to be honest. It's what's being brought into my life experience, and it's also a core pattern I really need to look at. And despite those 3 areas of life not being anywhere where I want them to be, and 2 of the 3, it almost feels like one of them feels like it's crashing down, one of them it feels so overwhelming, and the other it's like, I've never been anywhere close. I have no fucking idea how to do this or manage it. But that's the beauty of it. It's a practice. Hey, dude, this is right where I am. This is my life experience. This life experience is a direct result of everything that I thought, everything that I felt, everything that the accumulation of my 40 years up until right now. And I'm not the biggest fan of it. But it's mine to experience. Because, the body and mind and still the experience as the experiencer. And because there was a little bit of wanting, and, it's not bad to want, by the way. I mean, it's want a different life experience. Like, I'm calling forth a different life experience vibrationally. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm not whole. I'm not saying that I am lacking. It's just like, all right, well, hardship is part of my life experience in this area, so let's call forth abundance. I mean, there's abundance either way, so like, all right, it's there. Just let ego get out of the way enough to come and play and catch up. The reason gratitude came this week, though, the reason gratitude is because I did have that little bit of wanting, and I found myself most of the time like, I'm grateful for what I have, but I truly am grateful for what I have. And if we pause in any given moment, there's really nothing that we need in that moment. There's things that life experience will call for our attention, but in that moment, there's usually nothing that truly need. And for that, I'm grateful. But really, really more than that, the stuff that I talk about, the stuff that my group of friends talks about, the stuff of the people that I attract in my life, um, I'm grateful that I can talk about this and have it be understood. And more than that, though, I'm grateful that these conversations are not so taboo, because I always had them taboo. And I've only been outspoken about it the last maybe 6 months, not even probably as outspoken. If you had a conversation with me, never shied away from it, never. But as far as being outspoken, utilizing some platforms to do that. But so I'm truly, truly, truly grateful for that. And I'm not fucking kidding. Gratitude will change your life.